So now that everyone has got it out of their system, now we can actually be rational and talk about Star Trek, Magic the Gathering collab. Let us be rational about it. I understand. Listen, let's take the elephant out of the room already. It sucks. Most of us do not like it. Most of us cannot relate to it. Most of us could care less for Star Trek. That's out of the way. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons when it comes to me as a player and also as a store owner that has to sell this product, right? So as a player, the pros are Shocklands. I love being able to get cheap Shocklands. They used to be so expensive, but now because of all the reprints and everything they are doing, it's finally very accessible. And also, my favorite commander of all time, Children, the Apocalypse. So that is my pro. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that because now let's go over to the con. So my pro is, yeah, we are going to get Shocklands and the prices are going to be cheap. Now to the cons, at the same time, I am not a big fan of that art at all. I did not like the art. I know every influencer is out there trying to gaslight you. Oh, this is beautiful art. This is so amazing. Not for me. I'm happy you like it. Art is subjective. Happy for you. The treatments. This weird, whatever I don't know. I never watched Star Trek. I'm just saying that little kind of like a visor type of deal with all the digits and all these things on the sides is not cool to me. I did not like that. I think that it cheapened the card so much. I don't think people will chase that personally, but if you do, if you like that treatment, may the Lord be with you, my friend. I have zero issues with that. Personally, not a fan as a player, okay? Why are we getting Surge foils and not Galaxy foils on the collector side of the chases and all the booster packs and whatever, right? So it doesn't make sense to me that something that takes place in the galaxies has no Galaxy foil, but we get the same exact treatment as we got for Marvel, which is the Surge foil. Again, it's a con for me. I don't understand it. If it was Galaxy foil, like, you know what? I love Galaxy foils. I think it's cool, it's different. It's not something that any other game typically has. So it's something that's proprietary to Magic the Gathering, and it defines it as, hey, this is our thing. But because we're not getting that, not a big fan of that. In the price, again, we are paying that Universes Beyond tax. As a player, that's not fun, okay? I know that it's sold out within seconds on Amazon. And it usually does because it's risk-free, right? You can cancel it right before they ship it out to you. So if it moons by some chance, if it's a really cool reprint or something that, shoots these collector boosters up top, you can keep the product. But if it tanks and it's like, oh, well, I lost nothing anyway, because you don't have to pay up front for that particular thing. So that is my section on the player side. Now let's talk about the store side, okay? I have to bring this in. I have to purchase and pre-order that product before I know what anything is going on, okay? So the main thing for me is that it does have the pro, right? Let's talk about the good things. The good things is that it does have value because of the Shocklands. When you say, well, don't stores want to make more for don't they want more expected value because you guys are breaking it down for singles and stuff? Yes, absolutely true. But at the same time, I also love the fact that Shocklands and most lands in general, most of the coveted lands, right? Surveil lands and so on and so forth, they are good because they are very liquid. So if I convert a product, let's say I have my $1,000 chase card, I have no issues trading that for a bunch of Shocklands, for a bunch of Surveil lands, right? For a bunch of any type of fetch land, right? I have no issues doing that because I know it's a very liquid product. On that $1,000 card, I have to find the right buyer that will purchase that $1,000 card, that $5,000 card. I have to find that buyer, and I have to post a lot, and I have to contact people, and I have to go to trade shows, and it's a hassle. But the lands, they move so quickly. So to me, that is a pro, right? So I have zero issues with land reprints. And again, those are staples in all the decks. So it's not something that, is just gonna sit there. So I love that. I love having liquidity. Now, let's talk about the cons. Well, I have no idea how the public will actually perceive it once it actually drops. Why? Because for Marvel, don't forget, people were hating on it so much. They were just disgusted. Marvel again, now we're gonna have 50 sets of Marvel. But what happened once it actually dropped? Well, it was a great product, right? So I don't know what's actually going to happen. To me, Marvel is, again, I've said this before, it's my favorite set since Final Fantasy. It did well as a player. It's way more fun as a player to play Marvel cards than Strixhaven cards, and Tarkir Dragonstorm cards, and Edge's Eternities cards. To me, as a player. Now, you may disagree, that's totally fine. But I think as a player, it's a way more fun set to play. I played it again with my friends. I went to the LGS. I was there playing. I was there competing. And it was just so much fun. There's so much interactivity. And I think that they did such a great design with Marvel. So who knows? Maybe it will pay off. I don't know. But this is a difficult part for me. What do I bring in? Do I want to bring in all the collector decks? Sorry, all the commander decks? Do I want to bring in all those bundles? Do I want to bring in several cases of the collector boosters? So let's say I do get allocated whatever I ask, right? Let's say in a perfect world, there is no allocation. We just get whatever we ask. What am I going to bring in? Do I think that the collector boosters are going to really pop? Like, are people going to be looking for them? Or are they going to have that Ninja Turtles effect where now stores are just offloading it, or the Spider-Man effect where stores are just like, please just get it out of my site. I'll lose money on it, but I just want it gone, right? Is it going to get dumped on Micro Center? That I don't know. And that is a difficult part for me as a store owner, because I don't know what to bring in or how much of product, how much of it I want to bring in. Again, this could be as we get more spoilers, and I think that they're already priming us because we have not even seen all the spoilers for The Hobbit yet, and let alone Reality Fracture, but we like already skipped over to Star Trek to start pushing Star Trek to like, hey, let's submit. This is you guys got to be looking out for this. And I just think it's, overall, it's going to be a tough one for me. I have no idea how much I'm going to request. I have no idea what the public perception will be once it actually materializes, once people actually settle down and just, let's see what the cards are. So it will have some value. The shocks will bring some value to the product, okay? But is it enough? Because don't forget, we had Surveils in Murders of Karlov Manor, and those were selling for below distribution costs for years. Okay, let's not forget that. So just because it has good cards inside doesn't mean that people will resonate with the theme, with the art, with the other cards that are in there. And do we really care about signatures? Listen, again, I did not grow up on Star Trek. If I were 65 years old, yes, perhaps so. Perhaps I would like a William Shatner signature. Yeah, sure. But I am not 65 years old. Did not grow up on Star Trek. Star Trek means nothing to me. I don't even know. I know obviously, Captain Kirk and this and that because of the pop culture that, forces you to understand and know who those characters are. But I don't really know anything about it. Never seen a single episode. Never seen a minute of Star Trek. So how is it going to resonate with the majority of the Magic community? That is yet to be seen. And that is what scares me as well as a store owner. So we'd love to hear your thoughts. And this is it. Let's talk tomorrow.